Oh boy. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. Oh, it's been an interesting 24 hours. Just remember the band The Fray? Do you guys ever listen to The Fray? They had this one. I get like so emo sometimes, but they had this one lyric. I always said, sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. And I feel like that's just so true in life. And in the last 24 hours, I've been definitely tested with making the more challenging decision, which is the same as the right decision, even though it's harder to do and not what you want, but is the right thing. Not the right, like even moral, but the right for yourself. And having to sometimes make the decision that doesn't make you happy, but is the best thing for you, that you know is the best thing for you, is tough. Whether that comes to like substances and substance abuse and making that choice to stay clean, if that's what you're doing, even though it's much harder, it's the right thing. Or when it comes to who you're dating and relationships and ending things with people, if it's not the right person for you, or not being with people who aren't, or disconnecting from family members who might not be helpful, or might not be positive in your life, whatever it is. Just sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. So had an interesting past 24 hours. I did have some good times, though. I went to the Alanis Morissette concert last night with Steph Sabra. We knew about it because Dorina and I went there. Dorina and Dorina's husband and I went on a bus together there. We met Steph there, and then Steph and I sat together because Dee and her husband bought tickets 2 years ago because the concert kept getting delayed. It was an Alanis Morissette Garbage concert. And I like Garbage fine. I think that Shirley Manson did an amazing job and she was great, but like I'm a diehard Alanis Morissette fan. So it was so fucking cool to see Alanis bring down the house. She's such an incredible vocalist and an even better live performer than she is recorded. She's just so good. And I'm so glad that I actually took the time and went to go. Steph and I just bought nosebleed seats for $50. And so, not that $50 isn't a lot of money, but comparatively, there was like $1,000 tickets. Wait, I have to sneeze. Oh, I muted just in time. So it was a great concert. And then I woke up this morning I was tagged by a bunch of people because people know where my heart is and what my race is. So I was tagged by a lot of people about the Auschwitz vandalism, because there was an extreme vandalism at Auschwitz last night. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, but just fucking gutting. Really tough. And just sucks. To Howard in here, being Jewish is both a people, a race, and a religion. So I don't know who's our, but that's the truth. And yes, I'm also white, which I've said 1,000 times. I love people who try to come in here, who've never seen their name in here before, and try to like correct me, like what I just said was wrong, which is not. Yeah, period. So, oh God. And Howard's like, I'm Jewish too. Okay, just go. Did you hear, Howard? Did you hear what I said? Auschwitz was vandalized with people who said that the Holocaust didn't happen, who are drawing swastikas, spray painting swastikas. So and that's what you had to say. If you're really Jewish, which I don't know you from a hole in the wall because I've never seen you in here before, but that's your response. Like, what the fuck? Learn to prioritize better, my dude. That's nuts and incorrect and nuts. So anyway, I come in, I'm like, I'm having quite a fucking day. Howard's like, well, actually, okay. Actually, you're wrong. But okay, also. And then the Zodiac killer was identified. Kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Oh, Glenn and Manny says apparently Howard's been here as I have him blocked. And Glenn says they don't see it, thankfully. Oh. Well, I don't remember you having been here, so. Zodiac killer his identity was announced. He's already dead. That feels so unfulfilling. But it is what it is. I started Bachelor in Paradise. I'm 2 hours into the 3-hour episode and right at engagements. So curious who's going to get engaged. All that and more today live at the Roxy. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Super chat in. It's like 5,000 degrees in my apartment right now. Today is Wednesday, so it is World Girl Wednesday, which means that tonight we are going to be giving pumpkin painting a whirl. I don't know what I'm going to paint on my pumpkin yet, so send in ideas if you have them. Let's go into the Streamlabs. See what's going on with you guys. Maybe you can uplift my mood a little bit or just sit in the shit with me. Sometimes both those things are worthwhile. Let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs. The first one of the day today coming through from Glenn Caesar, the Zen one. He says, hello and happy World Girl Wednesday, Roxy. Sending well wishes and a thank you for hanging out. Great job on TBT. TBT. Throwback Thursday. Oh, the big thing. From last week? Is that what you're talking about? Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, your dad, Sky, Jack, Grammy, Papa, and your family. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other. Roxy and rock stars and everyone who's battling. Thank you for showing up and being support for the people around you whenever, however you can. Doing all that stuff, even when it's tough. The challenge makes you a winner. When you win, we all win. I hope you each continue breathing in the golden sparkles and bring in love and blow out stress and yucky energy. Some energy is yucky, dude. With every inhale and exhale, I'm glad that you said that. It's not just the stress, it's the yucky energy too. And remove all types of energetic blockages so you attain balance and get to experience happiness, joy every day. And you find your never-ending fountain of happiness and joy and get to drink from it wherever you can in each of your days, your weeks, your months, and even your years. Be you always and in all ways. There's no one better at being you than you. And yes, I meant the big thing from last week. I rewatched it. It got me to think about Collider Live again. 2 episodes in particular. First, when the actress playing the Us character came to the studio. Second, the Halloween Horror Nights video. Well, I'm excited that we're going to be doing Horror Nights for the World Girls. Steph's going to freak out. We're actually going tomorrow. That episode will be airing at the end of the month, though. Hitman Hudson in the house. What's up, Hitman Hudson in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, so there's a rumor spreading around my dorm that I have a daughter. I like this rumor. It's funny, but I need to find a fake mother for my fake daughter. Sadly, nobody has volunteered. In other news, I finished my 22nd book of 2021, and I'm working on the 23rd. Wow, finding a fake mom. Well, if the daughter's fake, can't you just invent the fake mom? I feel like you could just make them up. Although I don't know why this is a game that you want to play. Seems a little strange to me. Send in that support, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Appreciate all of you guys. Apollo3JP in the house. He said, you ought to know that it wouldn't ironic if you grabbed a drink, maybe be ironic, if you grabbed a drink with Apollo and treated yourself, girl. Hope your day gets a little better and the week finishes strong. Cheers, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have another fucking wedding this weekend. Friday night, I have the rehearsal drinks, and then Saturday, I have the wedding, and then Sunday, I have a baby shower. Because that's the place in life I am right now. Wedding, baby shower, wedding, baby shower, wedding, engagement party. It's just a fucking lot. So that. Shout out to you guys who are in here joining me live. Haskell 420, Jimmy Nails, Hitman Hudson, Lauren, Manny Gonzalez, Christian Hardesty, John Perillo, Zeno Hour, Mason Allen, Mohammed Belsin, Ace Money, Jake Yacovetta, who said, bless you when I sneeze. Thanks, Ryan Payne. Even you, Howard. Michelle O'Rourke. What's up, Michelle? The French Taunter. Keep scrolling. Glenn Caesar. What up, Dirt? Kurt Hagens. Liam Evans. And everybody else showing up to give their support. Keon Burgeon. Steve Cauldron. Joseph Ashley. All the people. Bunnies to all of you guys in case you are having a strange 24 hours like I am. I had a situation in which somebody from my past reached out to me and asked me if I would meet up with them. And I asked if it was about anything in particular. And that person said no, just to kind of shoot the shit. And I checked in with myself and thought, in any way, could this be beneficial for my life, my happiness, my forward movement, anything? And I decided no. And so I hate that, because sometimes you really want to see somebody, whether it's an old friend or colleague or whatever, but the damage is too prevalent, and it's just not a positive environment for you. And so even though it would be the best thing for that person to see you, for you, it's not the best thing to see that person. And so today I chose myself, and I almost never do that. And I'm really proud of myself, but it was very hard. And I know I'm being a little vague, but that's kind of the most I can give about the situation right now. And I only share it to say that if you guys are like me, where you have a really hard time choosing your own success, your own future, your own well-being, sometimes enough is enough, and you have to put yourself first. So I hope that resonates with some of you guys who are trying to figure out things. And yes, Streamlabs, and if you have questions, comments, concerns. Ken says, good for you, Roxy. Jake says, gotta do what's best for you. Manny agreed. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the support. Bruce Banner says, why are we doing the bunnies? I just felt like everybody needed bunnies today. Maybe it's just me, but I needed to see some bunnies. It's just support all around. It's like overall support in general. Yeah. Zodiac killer. They think they know who did it. This was kind of bizarre, because to wake up to this headline where it's just like, what? The Zodiac killer was identified as Gary Francis Post, who died in 2018. Now, the Zodiac killer has been subject of many docs, and obviously the movie, and of so many things. And the fact that he's finally identified, or at least I think he's identified, but he's dead, it just brings such a lack of closure. And this is for somebody who's not involved in this at all. I can only imagine how the families or the friends feel of their loved ones who were murdered, as I think they now they've now said there were 5 murders that they knew were the Zodiac killers. Now I think there's a 6th one, which is how a 6th one from a while ago, from the 60s, but they think that that's how they figured it out, was figuring that out. Also, I guess in some of his notes, the only way to read the notes is because he withheld the letters of his name from the notes, which made them think that it was him. I don't know. I'm still not fully convinced, but they seem to be convinced. And who the fuck am I? I'm not a forensic scientist. I'm not an investigator. I'm not a cop. I'm not anything. So I really don't know. This article is coming from TMZ, the most reliable of sources. It says, long last, Zodiac killer, perhaps Northern California's most infamous serial killer, has been identified, but he's already dead, according to an independent team of investigators. The investigators say the man who terrorized the San Francisco area in the late 60s was Gary Francis Post, However, police never caught him, and turns out he died in 2018. Post successfully eluded authorities, not just in the Bay Area, but also committed a murder hundreds of miles away, a killing that was not previously linked to him. According to Fox News, a team of more than 40 detectives, journalists, and military intelligence officers made up the so-called case breakers, who believe Post is the one responsible for a 1966 murder in the SoCal city of Riverside. By the way, Riverside was mad close to here. The Zodiac killer, of course, is connected to 5 murders in 1968 and 1969. He thumbed his nose at authorities by sending riddles and codes and letters to the San Francisco Chronicle. Zodiac killer's rampage gave birth to a slew of movies, most notably Zodiac, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr., and Mark Ruffalo. Love that fucking movie. As for how the case breakers broke the case, the team reportedly spent years digging through new forensic evidence and photos from Post's darkroom. The team apparently found a photo that featured scars on Post's forehead that matched the scars on a sketch of the Zodiac. There were also, oh no, stop playing, YouTube ad. There were also other clues. The team deciphered letters sent by the Zodiac that revealed Post as the killer. According to the team, there was one note where the letters of Post's full name were removed to reveal an alternate message. Wow, it's just a lot of fucking effort. A former Army counterintelligence agent who worked on the team said, so you've got to know Gary's full name in order to decipher these anagrams. I just don't think there's any other way anybody would have figured it out. What do you guys think? Do you think they got the right person? How does it feel to you to know that they've got him, but he's dead as of 3 years ago? Fucking nuts that somebody could get away with all of that stuff. Let me know. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Super chat in. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, personal issues, things about me, whatever it is. I want to hear from you. The concert was really great. Just jumping all over the map today, but the concert was really great. There's another one tonight if you're in Los Angeles. I highly recommend going to the Alanis Morissette Garbage concert. Steph kept calling garbage trash. It was great. Andrew Thomas says, happy hump day. Always sexy Roxy. Congrats on your Red Sox beating the Yankees the wild card last night from an O's fan. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, I was during the concert. I was like, oh my God, the game is on. I was checking. And then when we won, I was like, yeah, that's what's up. What's hard about me, though, is that I'm like the only Red Sox fan in the world who actually likes the Yankees. I know that seems like it's supposed to be impossible because they're rival, but my mom's team was the Yankees. So obviously I like the Red Sox more, but I still like the Yankees. I know that's fucked up and I'm not supposed to say that out loud, but that is how I feel. That's how I feel. Speaking of my mom, in case you guys didn't see, and I will put the link in here, my sister and I, the year that my mom died, which was in 2011, so 10 years ago, the year that my mom died, we started looking into this thing, the National Brain Tumor Society. They put on a walk every year. And in Boston, we would go on the walk. And so 10 years ago, the year that she died, my sister and I did a team called Loving Lori. Lori was my mom's name, is my mom's name. And I left the city. My sister has done a walk every year for it. And this year, the walk is virtual because of everything going on with COVID. And so I'm actually able to join my sister's team this year. So I'm going to put this link in comments right now. We are fundraising. My sister didn't believe we were going to be able to even make a couple $100, but we've done a good job so far. Shout out to Christian Hardesty and a few of my other people for sending in. I actually don't know who else. I'm looking at the list right now, but for sending in support already. But if you would like to support, I'm going to be doing a 5K. I'm doing it on October 17th because it's digital. We're just going to be doing it wherever you are. So I'm probably going to go around my neighborhood or maybe down to the beach or something and walk it's 3.5 miles. I believe you can also bike it or swim it. So I joined my sister's team today. We're doing pretty well so far. Let's see. We currently have raised $3,048, which is really exciting. It's her, me, and her roommates and best friends. So yeah, and a lot of our family donated a lot of money, which is really, really sweet. And it's just been great to see. so far, my friends. Leonard Kim showed up. Thank you, Leonard Kim, for that big support as well. Appreciate you. Like I said, Christian Hardesty supported, and anybody else who would like to give support. It all goes to the National Brain Tumor Society. And the National Brain Tumor Society certainly needs our funds. To be honest, this event has been very disorganized, and you can just tell that while they are spending their money on the things that are really important, like, brain research to figure out how we can stop brain cancer from killing people, how we can stop brain tumors from growing, how we can better advance technology to prevent brain cancer from being as deadly as it is, and brain tumors from being as awful as they are. While all of those things are great, you could just tell the organization needs some support, because sometimes the website's kind of all over the place and the walk is a little disorganized and whatever, but every single dollar goes to the right thing. And it's very important. I'll never forget that when I was talking to Dr. Leffler, who's one of my mom's doctors, and he said to me, I said, how long do you think it's going to be until there's a cure for brain cancer? Because, there is no cure. And also with a glioblastoma, which is what my mom died of, nobody's ever survived a glioblastoma. People have lived, the average life expectancy with the glio is 6 months. People have lived for a decade. They've made major headway. But I asked him, when is there going to be one? And he said, the thing that is holding us back is money. If we had more money, we would be further along. And while that seems so simple and obvious, I just never forgot that if the world was giving more money to the right causes, that more people would be able to live and not die from fucking horrible diseases. So anyway, I'm very grateful for you guys and the support that you give, and also lucky to have a sister who's organizing this, and happy to be a part of the donations to the team. If you guys want some insider baseball, that's really fucking funny, because still at the end of the day, I'm still me. So my sister and I try to deal everything with my mom. We try to deal with a sense of humor. And so when you are walking in the Brain Tumor Society, National Brain Tumor Society walk, or 5K, there is if you raise $100 per person, every person who raises $100 gets a t-shirt. And I have my t-shirt from 10 years ago, and I really want the t-shirt. Why the fuck do I want the t-shirt so bad? I don't know. Makes you feel like a part of something or whatever. So when I initially posted the link, I posted for the team support, and my sister was making so much fun of me because my people were showing up and they were supporting the team, but none of that money was going under me. So I was not going to get the t-shirt. So like the asshole I was, I took it down and I put my link to me in the team, so that when you guys show support, it goes towards the team, of course, but it also, I already hit it. It gets me the t-shirt. So I was just really fucking excited about that, because I wanted that shirt. My sister was like, "You're nuts. Why do you want this shirt so bad?" I was like, "I don't know. It's the little things. It's the little things that matter, that, like, if I'm going to do it, I want the fucking shirt. I want the shirt. I just want the shirt." I'm getting emails right now from you guys. Thank you. We still have another week, another 11 days. So I'll keep talking about this every day, but shout out to what up, Dirt, Curse Hagens. Appreciate you very much. Glenn Caesar, thank you so much, my dear. Jake Yacovetta, hell yeah. We're fucking doing it, team. Oh, some of my friends too. It's really nice for people to support. It makes me feel good. And now I got the fucking shirt. Glenn Caesar in the super chat says, congrats on getting to the stretch goals. Definitely going to show some extra support once today live at the Roxy is done. Let's fucking go. Everyone fighting to smash cancer. Thank you. Yeah, and also, if the team hits $5,000, we get a box with confetti in it, which my sister wants. So I'm really excited about that too. It's the little things. Most importantly, just raising a ton of fucking money so that we can beat this horrible fucking disease. Thank you, Jared Jenkins, everybody. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you for that support. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for being so helpful and wonderful. Okay, so as we talked about that, I'm gonna again be doing that the 17th. I'll keep you guys updated about all the ways that you guys can see. It's a digital virtual 5K, so I'll just keep you guys updated on the entire thing, and that will be how I do it. And I'll keep you updated on how much money we're all able to raise together. Hopefully a fucking ton. Let's talk a little bit about something really fucking depressing, as if the Zodiac killer and the brain tumor walk are not depressing enough. I woke up today being tagged by all the people who were telling me that Auschwitz was vandalized. I was like, oh my fucking God. It's just the most disrespectful thing that anybody could do to a Jew, not just to vandalize, not just to fucking spray paint swastikas and mean things, but at Auschwitz, it's ridiculous. 9 barracks at the Auschwitz death camp memorial site in Poland were found spray painted with anti-Semitic phrases and slogans denying the Holocaust. This is the second such incident in less than a year. As you guys remember, we had talked about the wall of a Jewish cemetery near the camp that was defaced by swastikas and other Nazi symbols. And this part really, really was fucking hard for me to see. So this is coming from Auschwitz Memorial's Twitter, which I follow at Auschwitz Museum. It's actually really very challenging follow, but they do post incredibly important things. So I hang in with them. They said signs of vandalism were discovered on October 5th on 9 wooden barracks in Sector Billa of the Auschwitz site. Spray painted inscriptions in English and German, with some of them in an anti-Semitic nature. 2 references to the Old Testament used often by anti-Semites and denial slogans draw special attention. The inscriptions will be analyzed graphologically. Sorry. Such incidents, it's like the writing is so tiny, it's so hard to see. Such incident and offense against the memorial site is above all outrageous attack of the symbol of one of the greatest tragedies in human history. The case has been reported by the police. All available video surveillance material is currently being analyzed. We hope that the person or persons who committed this outrageous act will be found and punished. We also appeal to anyone who may have witnessed the incident to send any information that may help in finding the offenders, especially photographs taken on October 5th before noon in the vicinity of the gate of death and the section of men's quarantine villa where the wooden barracks are located, and that's to be sent to security@auschwitz.org. This is the part that I was saying was really hard. As soon as the police have compiled all the necessary documentation, the conservators of the Auschwitz Memorial will begin removing traces of vandalism from the historical buildings. So imagine they find these things and then they can't even clean it up because it's an active crime scene. And so not only do they get there and see that the Holocaust denial accusations are on the walls and swastikas and horrible hate symbols and all of that, but then they can't even clean it off because they need to investigate and it's evidence. So it just has to stay there until they figure it out. Fucking awful. Just breaks my heart. And you guys see in here, I am I have a lot of anti-Semitism thrown my way all the time, which sucks and is very hard. And for people to hate Jews is one thing, because there's a lot of groups of people who are hated for no reason, and it's just so fucked. But then the step above that, which is, I mean, the even more horrible step than that is not just to hate us, but to deny that 6 million of us, now they think a lot more, but were murdered. That's not hatred. It's worse than that. It's worse than that. We don't deny anything. Well, we do deny some things in history, but we don't deny an event like that in history as much as we do the Holocaust. We've done a horrible fucking job with the Native American people and denying for years and years that what we did to them. It's fucking disgusting. We've done an awful job, obviously, acknowledging the long-term effects of slavery and taking ownership of what we did and how the fuck we're going to make it right. We've done a horrible job. But I don't see events flat out denied in 2021 the way that the mass murder of the Jews is denied. And it's just so fucking frustrating because there's still people alive today who were in concentration camps, and they're about to all be gone. They're all about to be gone within the next 10 years. There's going to be no more Holocaust survivors left. I guess not 10 years, maybe 20 years. You know, the Holocaust ended in the 40s. Most Holocaust survivors are already gone. I guess there might be some people who are babies who don't even remember, who are still around in 10 years, 20 years. But for the most part, they're almost all gone. And so this kind of stuff just sucks. What a show you guys are tuning in for today. Let's go into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. I appreciate you guys for supporting in here. East Money says, Roxy, did you see the news video on Twitter about the Black family being harassed by their neighbors? He set up a motion sensor that lights up their house and plays audio of racial slurs every time they go in and out of their house. I just tweeted it to you. No, I didn't fucking see this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Let's see. This is coming from CNN. Okay. I don't want to play it because I don't know what it says, but the tweet says a Black family of veterans with small children moved to a new house in Virginia Beach. Their neighbor installed motion sensors that trigger cameras and lights pointed at their driveway. This is the audio that plays whenever they go in and out. I don't want to click on it because I'm scared of what it says. I'll click on it when I'm not live on air, but I don't even want to fucking spread that kind of hate or add to any of your guys' trauma. Fucking disgusting, though. Like, what is wrong with people? It's not that hard to be a good person, or at least not a living piece of shit. It's not that fucking hard. Okay. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Glenn Caesar says, RJ, since this weekend's the wedding, baby shower, etc., any chance of DC fandom coverage, DC movie news next weekend? I think next weekend is when DC movie news, is when fandom is. Isn't it on the 16th or something? By the way, congrats on choosing to be good to you. Bravo, or is it Brava? Thank you. Anyhow, don't know why, but little bunny foo-foo came to mind. Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest. I would love to do DC movie news stuff. I got to talk to the guys. Apollo says, I don't know if you knew this, but it was recently revealed that I make a stellar wedding guest. Like one of the best plus ones out there. I'm willing to offer up my services. Should you be so inclined, say the word, girl. I look great in a suit. I don't think I've ever been to a wedding where people get a plus one if they're not in like a long-term committed live with the person relationship. Not that I would take you anyway, Apollo, but just so you know, I don't have plus ones to these weddings. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, Happy World Girl Wednesday, Dimple Tits. How are you today? Making it through, Leonard Kim, making it through. Any highlights from the concert last night? It looked like you were in your element, in your own world, rolling on the floor laughing. Your hair looks beautiful. Yeah, I love concerts. I grew up with music. I love Alanis. It was so good. Just so good. So the highlight, I also lost my credit card and license, and then I found them in a trash bag. So that was a highlight. A lot of highlights. Della comment in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, here's to wallowing in the shit that has been this week. Hope things turn around and that you'll be able to later say, what the fuck were those days all about? Totally. Roxy, never forget how dope you are when you're bombarded with bullshit. Never let the fuckers win. I appreciate you. I try not to. You guys make it a lot easier. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, being unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, and fully unique makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near. You are phenomenal, a priceless treasure, and an inspiration. May you each get to smile and laugh out loud like a child at least once a day, today and every single day for the rest of your lives, so that you glow in your flow and radiate, because your collage/story of life is important and deserves to be seen and heard. You be kind to you. If you slip up, okay. Imagine standing in the sunshine and breathe in more of the golden sparkles. Bring in even more love as you inhale and blow out the negativity. Remember, we're all still alive, so please keep being a sparkling diamond. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate you, my dear, and everyone who gives support. You guys are freaking great. I played the video. I didn't mean to, but I did. It was just me, but it was me. All right. I think a few of you guys gave support to the National Brain Tumor Society. So I just want to give some love over there. Let's see. From Manny Gonzalez. Thanks, Manny. Adam Smith. Thank you, dear. Yeah, and I already shouted out the rest of you guys. Thanks so much, my friends. I appreciate you greatly. All right, everyone. I think it is time, and so it is time to GTFO. What do you guys think? Should we? I'll be back for the World Girls tonight for pumpkin painting. Should be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys join us there. And yes. I appreciate you guys a lot. Much love to all of you guys. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those perflumes. Make your bed. Don't trend with the Holocaust. Guess I'll say that one twice today. Don't trend with the Holocaust. Brett Miles Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Check your internet. You can do so by blowing on it. Stay safe. Stay sane. Much love to all of you guys. And I will one more Streamlabs coming through. Leonard Kim, hold up. You dropped a nugget, like lost my credit card and license and found it in a trash bag. Just move on so quickly. You're able to elaborate on your debauchery. I feel like there's more to the story. No, it just was stoned and had a bag of trash. And I guess I put my credit card and license in it. And then I had to go track down. And then we were leaving. And I was like, where the fuck my credit card and license? I had tracked down the trash bag. And it was in there. But it wasn't like a trash bag. It was our bag of trash. Like paper bag that we had got, whatever. It's the whole thing. It was the whole fucking thing. Much love to all of you guys. And I'll see you tonight for World Girls and tomorrow for Live at the Roxy. Later.